SRTCC ran Group 2 lose my money. So we have Afghanistan as well, reviving in the season 1 where we lose mainly for season 2. That's going to be two. They have the first car and the other is for 2 seconds. It's actually unconsecrated the maximum score. Yeah. So both races the same event. Right now, Grand Prix. Apparently, certain motorcycle riders got a bit worried about things going because we switched back to the change for that relay at the same time. National cheat code that you do the outdoor single white hand and white hand. Now that I'm using yeah. Give it up, please, man. Take it away. Jack, here we are. It's not I'm amazed how well this here we are. So, we'll use the big Here we are, down the Grand Prix circus. Camera loaded, chasing something here, so we'll check on the customer behind it. Civic. We'll have that. Please don't say that. You'll say that. Excellent. Back up on the Jack Aston. Tracing Lewis running down the gap. Jack yesterday is Eric Sevier, not the end of the third, get the point. Active loading, that's the back over. Block loading, that was backward. Block through. Roberts doing Chelsea, who goes currently back and go dancing around. Last round, mid-season, what? Here we are, 5 of 7 and moving by the way down with brain towards ground event. Left was the big stretch. So both like that. They knocked the job and went over. Still, for me, well, like the press, they become over out certain down with the super. It's for me almost the start. Apparently, that's no sound on the bed. I'm very confident. Because the gravity, once in a free generation, I walk around that one. Every yeah. They walk around themselves down over I'm surprised you get around. I wouldn't imagine too much around them. That's why we're well for a break. Also, from I don't know if that's the case, my other line was issue was absolutely no reason because none of you can do it. In hindsight, probably it's got it done. We missed that. It's part of the Can I run wide? That's it. John, you need to slide down the hill. Come on, if he can't do it, let's make him out.
That should work now, yeah.
In a world where I write bad headlines.
That should.
Excellent. I understand you're back with us now. So, if you missed our pointless commentary for the past 5 minutes, we're on the last lap.
We are.
Shamak Glodek finally got past Jonathan Hatchett. You probably saw that. We didn't. We were trying to fix the sound.
The gap for first place is much shorter now. It's only second.
Manley probably going to take the win, if we're honest.
I think he already has.
Good point, all. He's probably he's crossed the line. There we are. Lewis from Jack, from Will. Shamak, possible Pete. Oh, good close finish there between Mr. Glodek and Mr. Hatchett.
A little further down, here's Jordan Clark, not too far behind Grant Lyman. They're coming into the final corner now also.
Mr. Lyman, Barracuda. That's the name of his team. Mr. Barracuda is in the gravel. Grant Lyman crossing the line, and Steve Roberts, the last of the runners, just working his way round the Grand Prix loop. Ooh, hello, Grant Lyman, King of Drift. You're not Neil Cunningham. Neil Cunningham, great guy, sadly and sorely missed. King of Slides, possibly a new claim to that title there, Mr. Lyman. And Steve Roberts has finished, and Grant Lyman's gone off again.
It's fine.
We are back in the game.
Sort my hair out.
Back in the game. Back in the garages. DJ says looking great. For those of you that can't see it, where's
the camera's there, so they can see me, but
I'm up here.
It's awful. No one wants to see that. I'll tell you what people would like though. Be able to hear us.
Or free beer.
It's not working.
Lots of people would like free beer.
Free beer would be great.
Your beer's still in my fridge, so no, that's not.
My beer. Oh yeah, I bought a bunch of beer last weekend, and then we didn't drink that much. Because, to be fair, if anyone saw it last weekend, Indy 500 was mega. Anyway.
Oh, we're back on.
Round 5, race 4, Group 2, Heat 2. Manley starting P8, Jack Ashton 7th, Glodek 6th, Murphy 5th, Hatchett 4th, Lyman 3rd, Roberts 2nd, Clark 1st.
I think there is going to be a bit of nudging in this one.
Yeah, I think there might be.
I can see it.
Has Jordan only joined the series for this round?
No. Jordan has been here before. No.
He wasn't looking too bad in the last race.
Good, yeah,
so starting on pole, that could be a good one. Oh,
that's
was that a jump?
Slight jump start there from Jordan Clark. So very slow start.
As suspected,
contact.
Somebody's in the wall. That's Shamak and Steve. Okay, excellent. Mr. Glodek, Mr. Roberts in the wall. Mr. Roberts in P7. One improved from his finishing position in that last race. See if he can hold on to it. Jack Ashton already up to 4th, working his way through. Lewis Manley 5th, so not the progress he'd have liked to have seen.
Bit of work he needs there.
Exactly, and that's Mr. Roberts going over the grass.
Yeah,
so
Steve Roberts again.
business as usual.
Dive down the inside.
I don't want to sound too critical because these are actually really hard to drive, and he's doing a better job than I am because he's actually still driving in the right direction.
A lot of talking in the background there. These two go and watch it. I'd be saying the same thing, side by side into Hawthorne. Really close. What a very well done.
Will Murphy getting it back through Westfield. This is a real good, clean racing there from both of those guys. Oh, they went quite good. 88 miles an hour, I understand, is the threshold for them to jump.
They're being very noisy in the background there, aren't they?
They are. They're not. Oh, that one could be. Well,
Murphy.
stewards might take a dim view of that one.
That was 100% Murphy, who was just going on side a car that was there, and you could hear it in the background when they were saying his name. Just stop moving, stop moving. He didn't hear them, carried on moving, and that happened. So that has handed this one really to Lewis Manley, who's currently he is still in second place.
Well, yeah, he was in third. He's just overtaken Mr. Ashton on the run up to Druids there. So Jonathan Hatchett
leading the way, and Jonathan Hatchett is a quick driver. So when he gets,
and he's not easy to pass.
He's not. No, he's got a good defensive.
The battle continues.
It does.
Mr.
Very exciting first lap.
Mr. Cripps, you must be in two minds. I mean, one of them is more biased than the other. Do you want Ashton to pass Manley?
Yes.
For the Drivers' Championship, but for the teams, maybe no.
Don't care about the Teams Championship. We're 10.
Not a team player.
We're 6 points ahead of Purple Helmets at the moment, and they got some good points, but we've still got that buffer. Whereas in the Drivers' Championship, there's no buffer at all. So
you were tight going into the evening.
Exactly. It sounds a bit selfish, but that needed to happen. So I'm really glad that happened now.
Do you know what? I'm fairly certain that what you'd actually like to happen is that the purple and the red car come together and neither of them finish. Mr. Ashton getting sideways.
If none of them finish, they'd be at the back, so more points. But this needs to make sure that Jack keeps Lewis behind. He goes around the outside of him.
Is Lewis going to end up in the gravel?
No!
That was incredible.
So you've got to make sure that Jack keeps that.
That was some tidy
I'll
racing.
give Lewis that, but now hopefully Jack will. Maybe not. Oh no, he's got a good run on him. Hopefully he'll get down the inside of him.
Down into Druids.
No.
Manley's taking the defensive line there.
Around the outside, and they're going to get caught by this at the Honda now, so they've got to be really careful. The Honda goes wide, so now hopefully.
He's handed that one really.
Milligan getting balked there by Mr. Hatchett. Of course, no one's got right of way there.
Manley now leading. What does this mean for you now, Callum?
This means that, to be fair, Jack's now cleared Jonathan Hatchett, but gone a bit wide, so hopefully they'll be alright. But this,
as it stands, tied on points again, because Manley won his race.
Yes, but Lewis technically will be ahead because he got the fastest lap. So I'll be on the outside for Paddock Hill, which I don't want. So we've got to make sure that either Jack gets past or Lewis has a problem, but either way it'll look like I'm going to be possibly battling Lewis for the win now straight out. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting.
And just to clarify for any of you possibly confused by the badging, I'm sure you're not, that's not actually a Ferrari TCR. Lewis typically a fan of
Jack Ashton just let go there, so that's really, Lewis has just got away now.
Okay.
Come on.
Mr. Glodek probably going to let his teammate take the position and work his way back up, but that's...
You would have thought so, but this is Coleslaw we're talking about here. Coleslaw will, as he usually do, ruins anyone's dinner or race. So
no, he's alright.
Coleslaw's alright.
Where's that nickname come from?
Coleslaw came from his actual race series, the MG Cup, isn't it?
His name is Coleslaw.
It's Coleslaw on the actual thing, so that's where Coleslaw came from. If you wanted to know.
Glodek, but it's actually on the entry list for the MG Metros Championship. It's actually Shamak Coleslaw, which isn't very good for their
the reputation of the actual food.
The reputation of the food and the championship really. But anyway, back to the race. It's getting very interesting.
Anyway, two purple cars, line astern.
Yeah, with two
orange cars.
in front of them.
Are they orange? Are they red? Are they confused?
And then Lewis Manley's the red one.
Lewis Manley's
off the distance.
2 seconds up the road now. So
Lewis just like, cool, I'll do my own thing.
yeah. So if he doesn't win this now,
there's
contact
big
between
contact
Jordan
there.
Clark and Jack Ashton. So that might have to be investigated as well.
Do you mean a purple car crashed into another car?
Well, yeah, I think we're going to have another one here.
And Will Merton coming back through.
Back in front of I think Muffin and Ashton have some unfinished business, so this could get a bit tasty now.
This isn't helping you though, is it, Callum?
No, this isn't. Lewis is just running away with it. He's
Because
won this
Will's
race
quick,
now.
so he's going to hold Jack up.
Yeah, which is good for the team championship.
Oh, that was
This was, he gets
Bit
a
of a
good
love
chip
tap.
from the back from Jack. But yeah, this is it's great.
That's a boot lead.
So this is on the inside of Jack Ashton's car. You see Will Muffin down the inside of him again. And now he's got the cutback. Will Muffin drifts wide.
Very wide.
Paddock
Big
Hill.
oversteer. Slight bit of contact.
So now Shamak's looking to send. Oh no! So this is getting a bit fighty now in the mid pack.
This is touring car race.
This is proper touring car racing. It looks like Shamak's going to send it down the inside of Will Muffin. That was a really bad move. Terrible move there. So
Shamak's gone into the pits.
Shamak's gone well far off, and Will's actually got back on track. But that was a terrible move from Shamak. Then again, it's well, we're not.
He races
not uncommon, really, is it? So, now, anyway, back to Jack Ashton's now dropped 6 seconds to Lewis Manley, and Lewis Manley's 4-second gap to Jonathan Hatchett. So he's looking pretty good at the moment. As Will Murphy makes a move up past Grant Lyman in the Barracuda car. So this was on lap 4 of 7.
Still seems to have calmed down now,
It
hasn't
has seemed to calm down now that Shamak's sent himself really out of this battle. So yeah, now Jordan Clark is keeping with Jack Ashton, so that's pretty impressive.
Jack Ashton has been making quite a few mistakes on this one.
He has as well. He's been letting it drift wide, and so the real question is, can Jack Ashton catch Jonathan Hatchett to keep the team championship going?
That's
Really?
now 4 seconds from Lewis Manley. So
Look at
there he
this,
is.
yeah, he's going to be, I know exactly what he's going to be doing, he's going to be going fastest lap so he can get pole for final.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
What did you think of that?
I was going as quickly as I could, to be honest. Well, actually, I wasn't going as quickly as I could, I was making sure that I kept on the track. I didn't want to push it so hard.
usually important not to go off track.
Exactly, so I was pushing hard enough at 80% to make sure that I actually brought the car home in first. But Lewis seems to just have a
So I understand with the Rubberden track,
metronymic line.
with the Rubberden track a couple of weeks ago, Lewis allegedly did 128.
Yeah, which means nothing really because no one else has done a Rubberden lap. So, I mean, in these conditions, it's pretty clear that Jack managed to keep it in the first race. So I think everybody's just as quick as him. He hasn't got anything special around this track, unlike some other tracks where he's been 2 or 3 tenths in his pocket. So yeah, I definitely think that it's going to be a really interesting battle for the championship now. So yeah, as we still watch Jordan Clark hanging in there with Will Murphy not too far behind. Behind him, Grant Lyman and the Barracuda stay at Leon. And Will Murphy's got a really good run out of that last corner, so now he's going to go to the inside of Jordan Clark and takes it back.
Had a look.
That's back in.
But he gets a really good run, uses a bit more curb on the entrance. He's going to try and get his nose in front. Oh,
Just tuck underneath the run along. No, he's staying under the bumper.
Oh, we are now on the last lap, so Lewis Manley now with 6.3 second lead. He has literally just left the field as Murphy goes down the inside.
Will just looks to
And
be
Jordan-
taking Paddock a little bit too fast every time.
Yeah, he's pushing a bit too hard into there, and he shuts the door on Jordan as Jordan starts to get a cut back on him. So
Good to react
this
to
is
that.
this is a good little scrap we've got here. And Grant Lyman looks to be having a look as if he's going to definitely cause a stir, even though he drifts wide out of that last corner. So yeah, he's lost about a second there. So as Will Muffin again takes a wider line coming into the corner, seems to get a tighter exit, which then leads onto the straight. So yeah, Lewis Manley got a 6.8 second lead now. That is a massive lead he's got.
Jack Ashton on the back of Jonathan Hatchett. With this final lap remaining, let's see if he can make anything from it. A few more corners to negotiate.
I'm fairly certain neither of those had four wheels or even to the right side of that curve.
We might find that Jack Ashton, with the amount of times he's gone off, actually might have a track limits penalty. I think he should be okay, but you never know.
He's going to get the comeback on this one.
He might be able to.
Will's blending in. He's gone camo.
Yeah, so
hoping that no one sees him sneak up on them in the grass.
So really, we need Jack to finish.
About to dive out of here now.
No, and I don't think he's going to do it unless he got some. What Jonathan needs to do now is take that inside. But no, Jack's got him. Jack's got him.
Jack has got him over the line.
Potentially important for the constructors championship.
Very. No, it's going to be very.
No, I'm fairly certain that the constructors will be won by a Seat.
No,
it might be a Seat.
Well, no, because only Jack really scored good points in that race. Shamak didn't really score any.
No,
but
then
that doesn't matter. It's only the
so
top two finishers overall in the round.
2 seconds.
Lee and Jack. So second, and we've had a first, third, fourth.
So that's the same then, isn't it? Oh no. They're now 1 point in front of us, but we had a 6 point advantage going into it. So
5 points behind.
Yeah, so you just need to make sure that nothing happens, Brad.
Yeah.
And me as well.
That's definitely don't drive into the purple car message.
If you look at Lewis Manley's lap, my fastest lap was a 1 minute 31 dead. His fastest lap on that race.
That's not correct. That's only 3 completed laps.
That's absolute rubbish. Oh yeah, here's Lewis Manley actually. So we'll do an interview with him. Lewis,
Take a sound.
so how was that race then? Right.
It was alright, yeah.
It seems we're actually going head to head with this. Never mind. So, yeah, you're going to be starting on pole, I think, so you've got faster lap.
Yeah, that's right, because I did a 30.9, so obviously very comfortable in the first one. That's the first time I've ever got to experience that. And the second one, with the reverse grid, I made sure I waited for the carnage to happen, so I just wait till what happens, and then I'll try and get clear, which I did, and I got up to fifth, and then the drivers had their incidents, and then me and Jack had a real good pass on each other, so I was so pleased to win again, as we got a top showdown, one-way shootout between both of us, as we're both on the front row.
Yeah, absolutely. So me and Luke's going to head off now, because I think Ben's going to get a final briefing before the final. So hand over to Luke, and hopefully you enjoy it.
I'm fairly certain we're going to have an A and a B, 2 slightly smaller grids, 2 slightly longer races, and then obviously, given that it's the final round, we need to do a bit of maths, work out who's where in the drivers and teams, and that should give us our podiums for the meeting and for the championship. DJ making his way back with some of that delicious Papa Luigi's Dial Pizza.
Oh yeah.
If you dial a pizza, I'm not certain it will pick up. No digits to answer the phone. Also, side note, inanimate object. They don't answer phones. Lewis, Callum, Lee, Jack, Brad, Will. 6 drivers confirmed for the A final. Everyone else in the B. Waiting for Mr. Turner to tell us how many progress. Just waiting for the grid to be confirmed there.
Once again, Ben is unsure of himself. Is the order that you is that the order I've got good, yeah? Sweet.
So, give you the grid in just a moment. We're just waiting for everything to be set up and confirmed for the 9, 10, 11 drivers in the B final. Those guys just being sent away to their respective pods now, and DJ, as you can see on camera, just working away. I'd say feverishly. He's not that excited about it. It's just keying in some names. Nothing riveting.
Just updating my Facebook profile.
See, it's kind of hard to commentate on boring things without also sounding pretty boring.
Yeah.
He's typing on a keyboard and looking at a phone. Secretly, I suspect he's actually no. I don't suspect for a second that he's on Tinder.
I'm definitely not on Tinder.
Definitely not on Tinder. It's just been confirmed. This just in. DJ does not use Tinder. Not one of his favourite applications. Other dating applications.
You've said that now.
available.
If my partner is watching this stream now, she's going to take my phone when I get home and search for the app Tinder.
It's not, he's definitely not. He's actually looking at grid positions. I can see that now.
Positions.
He prefers Bumble. Or occasionally Plenty of Fish.
You know a lot of these sites by name.
Yes.
Something you're not telling us.
No. You're quite aware of my use of those sites. Ladies,
Check me out.
I am an actual commentator on simulator racing, for which I get paid precisely £0 and 0 pence. In fact, it costs me money to do this because I have to drive up here from Kent and, as part of my sponsorship of the series, provide artwork and time, also at no cost. So effectively, a pretty poor business decision on my part. But it's all good fun. Okay,
What car do you drive though? That determines everything.
I drive a Mini Cooper.
Okay, forget I said that then.
I also drive a Honda Civic Type R.
Move those.
Is that true?
Are we on the live?
Mr. Philpott can confirm my ownership of a Civic Type R, a Mini Cooper and a Formula Ford. Or rather, it does. Not that I'll own up to when, where or how fast I was going, but Mr. Philpott knows how loud and quick my Civic has.
Is this on?
No, yes. It's very loud.
Oh, that's very important.
Anyway, so loud in fact that you can hear it when you're on the phone to the person in the car behind from somewhere in the
So are
middle.
you telling me that you're on the phone while driving your car?
No. There was a driver behind using hands-free to speak to someone in the Midlands, and the person in
the Midlands?
Midlands? No, sorry, just north of the M25. It's kind of north. Depends where you are. And he could hear my car over the hands-free from a car behind me. Anyway.
Picking up.
Anyway.
Kind of aged girls.
I'll have you know, my former fiance
Oh no.
used to do impressions of my car because she found it hilarious. Apparently, the noise it makes
I could
is
probably do an impression of your car.
bum 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 bum. There we are. There we are. Very descriptive impression of the exhaust note of a 2-litre Honda engine.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, exactly. Sounds just like that.
You do it.
Oh, great.
You have to move him wide, don't you?
Well, the thing is, I've found when Lewis racing him in the past, he's like, compared to Jack or me, he's not actually that severe of a battler. Like he knows the quickest line, and that is the racing
Good
line.
racecraft.
Yeah, he's got good racecraft, but I'd say that in an attacking situation where someone is attacking him, he's good at defending, but if you get ahead of him, then he can't really attack you that much. He's very hesitant before he goes for a move, which he can do. He can still, I'm sure he can find a way, but I've just got to make sure that.
Point of reference. Manley's never actually done any normal. No, he does some kart racing, but he's not a seasoned pro in the way that some of the guys here, like Callum and Brad are, and maybe the MG Car Club guys. Yeah,
good drivers.
Maybe not seasoned pros, but they are race drivers nonetheless, and you know they race actual tin tops.
I'm going to just sit back and watch them go.
Well, it's a British
pick up pieces, I think.
Yeah, I think because it's going to be really, really close. Everybody's really close here. The top 5 are very, very, very close. So I think we're going to have some, hopefully not fireworks, but definitely some good racing. I think it's definitely due. But I think we will get some. It's just a waiting game to be honest now.
This is going to be a close one though, because we've got what? Leeson, he's no slouch. Bennyworth, he's quick.
Bennyworth's been.
Shamak can be fast. Jordan can be fast. Grant can be fast. Grant's better in a GT car from experience.
Grant is, yeah. I find that Grant's better definitely in the SRTCC championships. I think he has a lot more time to prepare as well, especially with in testing and stuff like that. So,
Jonathan, not slow. Nathan, again, better in the GT stuff. Matt Goodgescott's won.
Matt Goodgescott is normally very, very fast. He's not, I don't think he's actually on the pace.
Darcy Bossel in P9, who likes to pirouette in the grass quite a lot from this evening's evidence, but in P9 ahead of Boulding and Talbot. And Talbot comes here quite a lot.
He does, yeah. So he's got a lot of experience, but I think it's just it's okay finding the seconds. It's when you find the tenths of the seconds and half a tenth and stuff like that. That's when it gets really tricky. So but it's going to be really interesting. Especially, I think this Group B final is going to be really good as well. Obviously, the top 6 are going through. So
top 6,
yeah, it's going to be a massive fight out for the top 6.
And just so that no one's concerned, that Corvette at the back is not racing. Unless someone's bopped it severely.
Where is the ambulance?
Just pointing out, race control spelling person. You fixed it.
Okay. So.
What, round?
Yeah.
No,
No, you haven't
Ben's
fixed
fault.
it.
That was Ben's fault.
He disagreed.
He disagrees, even though it was 100% Ben. Oh no, wait. No, it was me. No, it was me. I remember now. I remember.
So that was AJ's fault. PJ's fault.
Most times it is.
It's still called the Derek Minter Straight.
It is?
I've never heard of that. Ever. So there's not a whole lot of importance in terms of championship position I can see from this race, is there? Maybe to decide some of the lower ranking in the championship order.
So we've got
nothing
in this
here.
race. We've got a Barracuda car.
Two.
That's the spelling, yeah. 2 teams.
We've got a Barracuda car. We've got Ben Bennyworth lining up in P3, so he's going to be one to watch out there. The one in the clear white Seat. And we're about to go underway. We've got two Barracuda cars.
There's a few guys in this race who should be higher up, really, aren't they?
Yeah.
So there should be some good movement through the field.
It just occurs to me in my nonsensical ramblings that happened. Oh, there was a jump start there in the middle of the
Jump
field.
start from Jordan Clark, so
Yeah.
he'll get a penalty for that.
Definitely.
And,
Yes, my nonsensical ramblings, back to those. Could we create a theme tune for the Barracuda boys to the melody of the
It's Hey
Macarena?
Macarena. No, that's already been done.
Ooh, Barracuda.
Yeah, that's exactly. That is their theme tune.
Yeah,
Not
so
an original idea by me, but
It's one of the white and blue cars.
no longer 130 Rashingu, are they?
That's one of the.
Or rather 130 Rashingu.
Camsport, that's
Camsport,
it.
They've got like 3 different names just to
It's a bit
confuse you.
shuffling around back of the pack. So we've got Colin Talbot now in 6th place, and Grant Lyman behind him. He tries to make a move up the inside of him, but doesn't make it work.
At the front of the field, 2 guys who finished very high in their heats. Hatchett and Bennyworth obviously had a dodgy heat once, but they're right at the front there. And Bennyworth is now actually fending off Shamak behind him.
Has he got the Eurostar logo on the side of his car?
No, it's a custom kind of artwork
Right,
design
Bennyworth goes wide.
he created. So.
Bennyworth has gone wide.
Definitely looks like the Eurostar logo.
You're really trying to commentate, Callum, but they're
they're
engrossed in Eurostar logos.
Yeah, anyway, so we've got now Shamak Glonek going to 2nd place because Ben Bennyworth went wide there and lost 2 places. So now Richard Leeson's trying to get on the inside of Shamak Glonek. This is into clearway, so he's not ahead of him for now.
I think Richard. Oh, big slide.
And tries to come back across Ben Bennyworth.
If Richard can keep himself tidy for the remainder of this race, I mean there are 9 laps to run. If he can keep it tidy, I think Richard could win this one. But then, Shamak, as we've said, he's quite fast, and Ben Bennyworth also quick. So.
Yeah, Ben's very fast. I mean, I raced him in my 2nd race, and it took quite a while to get up to the back of him and actually pass him. So if Shamak goes wide, you might get a penalty. A warning for that. You don't want to get too many of them because you'll end up with a penalty where you have to have a stop go in the pits. So you really don't want that. Bennyworth again just flicking the grass on the entrance to the. I suppose it is SRTCC.
Yes.
So, As they come now down Hawthorne Hill.
That bit between Surtees and Clearways is McLaren on the Indy circuit.
Okay.
So we don't use McLaren.
No. Now we see Matt Gooch-Scott coming up the inside of Grant Lyman into Hawthorne's. Oh, this is going to lead 100 miles an hour. It really hasn't worked off it. So,
It's 130 miles around the wall.
Grant Lyman definitely going down to 10th there. That was a nasty impact with the barriers. Matt Gooch-Scott is now in 9th.
It kind of looked like Grant was a bit of an innocent party from that first shot. It looked like Matt just went a little bit too deep, and Grant happened to be there when he ran wide.
Absolutely, even though now that he's back on him again. I don't know how that's happened, but Grant seemed to have got him back now. So both the Barracuda cars now 10th and 11th, so right down the back of the pack. So they'll need to work with them, work with each other to try and push them back up. As we still see Jonathan Hatchett leading from Shamrock Loader at 1.2 seconds back, and a very fiery Richard Leeson.
Bennyworth definitely put 4 wheels on the grass there through paddock.
Yeah, and Shamrock definitely put 4 wheels off the exit of Paddock Hill there, so they get really
Richard
close.
outbraking himself. It's all going off.
They move around a lot, don't they, these things? They're like very twitchy little machines.
Yeah. I saw another car going up Paddock Hill just then on the right hand side of the shot. Shamrock goes wide again. He's possibly going to get a penalty for all the track infringements he's making. He goes wide again, coming through Surtees. So he's still within shooting range of Jonathan Hatchett. But as long as Jonathan keeps his lines clean,
This is
Shamrock
a four-way fight.
It is a four-way fight. It's very good for
This could be the best. Oh, and Shamrock's off.
To be fair,
Again.
he must have a penalty now, sure.
the race is almost in 3 parts. You've got like the top 4 or 5. Maybe Jordan can get on turn
Shamrock's
4.
Shamrock goes to the lead,
Shamrock
and
gets the lead now, so now
Leeson moves through at exactly the same time.
yeah, so Hatchett's lost 2 places. Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, he has. He's lost 2 places in the space of the entrance and the exit of Sheen Curve. So now let's see if Shamrock can. Oh no, he's got a tap from the back from Richard Leeson and just drifted wide. But
And this is
luckily
still a
was
4-horse race.
And it's
4 cars go to the line.
You go for the look at
Leeson
Richard
and,
Leeson now and Jonathan
Bennyworth
Hatchett.
going around the outside.
This is one of the best races I can remember watching at SRTCC.
So now we've got
Someone's going wide.
Oh, Shamrock's definitely surely going to go wide.
Yeah,
No,
actually,
he just
this
didn't.
is-
Perfect.
Everyone kept it on there. This is good.
So Bennyworth now in 3rd is
Leeson.
Jonathan Hatchett goes from 1st to 4th in 1 lap as he tries to get past Bennyworth.
And the interesting thing is, all of these guys, as it stands, are going to move through to the A final, so they're going to get to continue
Absolutely.
this fight in the next race.
They're all looking a bit ragged, aren't they? It's just
Absolutely, yeah, we're only on lap 3 of 10, so
Lap
we've got a
4?
lot more. Well, lap 4 of 10,
Yeah.
sorry. So we've got a lot more of this to come. As Richard Leeson gets a bit of grass up.
Jordan Clark now looks to be closing in on the back of them as well.
Yeah.
So we've now got 5 cars all in contention for the win if something goes wrong, and it's only Colin Talbot who's first car off the back
Shamrock's
of this
off the road again, so you know,
Yeah,
time
just
given
about,
away there.
As they all come through the Sheen. Oh no, they're actually going through Dingledale, sorry. So
The
now they're-
1923 from King's Cross in 3rd place.
Go back to this battle.
Definitely a line there about him being on rails. No, he's not because he's on the grass.
Ben Bennyworth goes wide coming out of Stirling, so now what are they going to do into clearways? Hopefully, just a tiny bit wide from Jonathan Hatchett, maybe put a nice line through both of them. And you get slight toe coming through this pitch straight, but not much to really affect any gains. As you come down through Paddock Hill, completely blind entrance into this corner. You go through here in a real car, your stomach goes right
Bennyworth
up.
definitely had 4 off the road there as
Yeah,
well.
I think most people did. As he looks to the inside, but Bennyworth shuts the door, keeps a nice tight line around Druid, and then comes out into the bit of curve. Absolutely fine.
The interesting looking battle that's developing now is going to be for the lead, I think. Leeson's working on Godot.
it's separated into 2 now, hasn't it? There's the battle for the lead and there's the battle for 3rd.
So Bennyworth gets slightly sideways in front of Jonathan Hatchett. So this is a view from where Jonathan Hatchett will be looking at. There's about 5 car lengths ahead. It's Ben Bennyworth.
We're just approaching the halfway point of the race now as we work our way through Hawthorne Bend and onto the Derek Minter Straight.
So down to 5th gear, then they'll possibly, yeah, just change down into fourth, try and get as much grip as possible, let the car drift out wide. Just
So
taking that steering.
are you both taking fourth through the right-hander at Westfield?
Through here you can take fifth through here if you're really committed, but if you're going to be right in the ragged edge.
So you fifth through Hawthorne, is it?
No,
You're fourth as well. Okay, right.
Oh, you're fourth. Oh, okay. So when
I'm fourth through Stirling's as well.
Yeah,
okay, so
I've
I was-
been fifth, fourth.
okay, so I know I'm giving time away at Stirling's, and I think I can carry fourth in it, but I was doing third earlier.
Yeah, if third you come out of it and you're right on the limiter, so you've got to shift up. So
Similar problem at Druids as well. If you take second, you have to shift up before you're out of Druids.
yeah, definitely, it's definitely second for Druids. So we're just coming around to that corner now, so they'll change down into second gear and just hug that inside curve.
Well, Glodek's gone wide, and that's going to give a few tenths to Lisa, and he's right alongside.
So there's only half the car left now between them two. So they
Punch back on.
come through Graham Hill Bend. That is the gap for the lead. So we're just over halfway through this race, and Shamak again just feathering the throttle, trying to get you. You see black marks being laid down from a bit of an undershoot.
Leeson turning in slightly later there for that SRTCC.
There's lots of different interesting lines you can take through this track, and all of them really can gain you and lose you time. And you can it's really varied in what lines you can use. You can go really wide and then cut back in, or you can go really early and then make sure your exit's nice and clean. Shamp again goes wide and onto the sand that time, coming out of going through the shin curve now. So that was through Dingle. So now. This is, the gap is kind of static at half a second at the moment. But
And Shamak well off the track. That's got to be 15 times I've counted all four wheels off the track for Shamak.
He must have a penalty. I'm just going to go check actually.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Unless it is
gotta be
entirely not being
expected.
enforced, in which case, no holds barred.
So we are working our way down towards Paddock Hill Bend now, and the end of lap 6.
This is developing into a really good fight as we move on to the last few laps of this race. And as we mentioned before, they're all going through anyway, so this is purely for pride and one grid position in the A final.
Turns out track limits are off. Turns out.
Track limits are off. Interesting decision there by Mr.
But are they
Turner.
being enforced manually or?
Yes. So we'll have to review that as we see Michael Balding in the Audi TT going slightly wide, and there's Colin Talbot in the blue and white.
Michael Balding appears to be creating a new racetrack all of his own.
Why not?
Yeah, sure. I mean, to be fair, it was originally a grass track here at Bransham,
So the
Good
the
slip
gap
straight now.
Yeah. So the gap between first and second has come down to 4 tenths now. It was 0.2 of a second over the line, but Shamak seems to have got a bit more as he goes really wide again coming out.
There's surely an advantage being gained there in that
And
you
again,
every single corner he's
I'm
off the track.
amazed he's actually kept it on for this long and not put it in the barriers, because the car, as soon as it goes onto grass, really slippy and difficult to control. Just inched it perfectly coming out the shin curve there. So now you can see the understeer.
But Leeson actually really took a chunk out of him there through the left-hander at Stirling's.
The gap's probably down to about 3 tenths now as they come through to complete another lap. And he'll get a bit of a toe off here, which should help him into paddock.
I'm not sure I'd be taking that wide a line, but either of them are taking
He's going to
along.
send it down the inside, possibly. No, just backs out of it, but then it's slightly wider than Shamak actually coming through there. So
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but most fast drivers tend to stay alongside the pit wall for a bit longer on that start-finish Brabham straight.
yes, but it doesn't seem to have that much of an effect here, especially when everybody's kind of in the middle of the circuit anyway. So we're losing a bit of time. We saw Shamak going really wide out of
That gap now down to just over 2 tenths as well, so...
Oh, and Leeson's having a look. It's not going to work this time.
Leeson definitely needs to go wider and follow Shamak's line from there, because it's definitely quicker. He's getting a better run to the straight, but then Shamak goes wide, so the gap's less than a tenth definitely as they come down through Hawthorns. It's going to be interesting coming up to.
So Shamak appears to be going in quite early there for Hawthorns, and
yeah, Shamak's really turning in too early, and then the car's drifting wide. You see
four
that
off
again.
the road again.
So, and then he's really wide in the exit, guys. Brave, I'll give him that.
This is looking awesome right now.
It is. And the race behind them,
2 laps to go
Jonathan
at the end of this
Hatchett
as well.
and Ben Bennyworth, just about 3 seconds back on this 2 pair.
Yeah. Leeson's definitely got the measure of Glodek through that Stirling's Bend there and down off of the Grand Prix circuit. So
Yeah, so
just closing in all the time, and Glodek just getting a bit twitchy there as well.
Shamak, yeah, he was on the throttle a bit too early there, and it made him understeer. Now Leeson's got to look to the inside here. Surely there's a gap there, and now he's put his nose in front of.
There you go, we'll get the cut back here.
So he might get the cut back. He uses a bit of curve, but then Shamak's pretty much got it covered, I think. Yeah. So up to Drew as they go again. That was an opportunity missed by Richard Leeson. See Ben Bennyworth with Jonathan Hatchett not far behind him. This battle for third and fourth. See Richard Leeson, Shamak goes
once
wide
again, keeps the position by staying off the track, and Leeson's gone for a move.
No.
It's a hard move, isn't it?
Going
You've either got to go for the move there or stay behind Glodek, because every time he takes a look and then brakes and gets offline again.
Now,
what Shamak's doing, he's staying in the middle of the track for that bit because he knows that Richard is, going. He can't really make a move there as long as you're in the middle of the track.
Glodek found 2/10 over Leeson the
yeah,
last time we went over.
I said this wasn't significant for the A final, but I tell you what is, whether or not these guys get penalties. Because if there's no penalties dished out for Shamak in this race, that means it's completely fine to defend by driving all four wheels off the track on the exit of Graham Hill Bend. And I know some drivers, myself included, will be doing that every single lap if it's allowed. So that's what will be interesting from the outcome of this race.
Note to the stewards,
And
probably going to now enforce that
wide.
because the drivers have said, quite rightly, if you don't tell us no, we'll do it.
Yeah, we'll take every advantage we can. I don't think I'm going to do that because it's just going to lose the time, to be honest.
Do you think? Well, if you've got a car right behind you, you just don't slow down for the corner and go completely off the track. I think he's managed to.
Final lap here.
Of these drivers are the calibre of drivers in the
See,
A final
Leeson's
are
just
higher.
carrying too much entry speed into Paddock Hill. I think that's clear for everybody to see.
Shamak seems to be going too early into the corners and drifting out wide, and Leeson just a bit too wide going into the corner. So it's a bit of a mismatch here. So I don't know if Shamak's going to get a penalty or not. We'll have to find out.
If it's just a talking to, I'm doing it.
As we see Richard Leeson now, he's only got one lap left to try and Shamak's got a massive tank slapper, and he's managed to hold it as well, but he's gone really wide, and Richard Leeson's definitely
And
going to go
that
through.
time it was wide enough that Leeson could easily take the advantage.
So now the interesting thing will be, how does Glodek drive through Hawthorns? Does he fully commit and run all the grass like he did before? Does he just forget to brake at Westfield and send it down the inside?
I see.
This has been a
He's
really
going to be a
good
bit
race.
gutted with that because he was pretty much controlling the race from the front.
I don't think he'll do it now. I don't think he'll do it. I think Richard Leeson's sussed him out. He's just got to keep it clean for the two last corners of Shamak again.
I think he's ruined his tyres now.
No, because there's no tyre deck on.
There's no
They've
deg
both
on.
gone very wide.
So they've both gone wide. Shamak's gone wide, and this is the wide race, really, isn't it? So yeah, there we go. Simply Race Rallycross.
And these cars are
I think
confident.
that's a
You
new.
can't control them.
That's a good idea for a new
So,
series.
Richard
Ben,
Leeson-
we need a rallycross series.
We do, but Richard
He's
Leeson
flashing
for now,
the headlights.
flashing the headlights. He's happy about that. Richard Leeson wins. Shamak
He
Golling
celebrates on
doesn't
his
sound
phone.
very happy. Ben Bennyworth in third, Jonathan Hatchett in fourth, Jordan Clark in fifth, and Colin Talbot who goes
So
through
it's
to the
just
final.
Michael Balding missing out
Oh,
on spot
Matt
in the final.
I'm amazed Matt Scott was that far down today. He's normally right at the top end, definitely within the top five. So Matt Scott having a terrible evening here at St. Rose.
You've got to
Nathan
say-
Burton in ninth, Steve Robertson tenth, Grant Martin coming back in 11th, 29 seconds behind.
Fair play to Richard Leeson for biding his time and being patient and waiting for the mistake to be made.
Yeah, he didn't
Eventually
go for it.
Because he could have stuck a nose in and picked up a penalty. Yeah, good luck, man.
Right, let's do it.
I'll do my best to
Yeah, that's cool.
be back up for the car and run past it.
No more breaks now. You gotta no more breaks now. You gotta do the commentary. They're gone now.
Well, if I've got to do the comms, then DJ's got to get me a drink.
What drink would you like?
I would like something with no calories.
Red Bull it is.
I'm fairly certain there's calories in that. Oh, so anyway, that was a pretty amazing B final. Richard Leeson taking the win from Shamak Glodek, Ben Bennyworth finishing third there, Jonathan Hatchett fourth, Clark fifth, and Talbot sixth. Balding, Goodger, Scott, Burton, Roberts, Lyman do not progress.
I'm afraid it's got 1 calorie.
Oh, that'll do.
Sure.
There
Did
are,
specify no calories.
I did, but unfortunately you have the is Pepsi okay option.
Yeah. Pepsi's fine.
Other cola flavoured drinks are available. Just, not a Simply Race.
We're not sponsored by yet, Pepsi. Hit us up.
Pepsi Max is, in this commentator's humble opinion, the tastiest of the low-calorie colas, and I would gladly receive several crates of it for SRTCC Season 4. Wink. I will also put Pepsi on the coverage because it turns out I'm the promoter for this series, so I can do what I like. Anybody listening wants to get involved, please email I'm a chancer at sponsormyraceseries.com. Yeah, excellent. So, grid for the final. Manly from Cripps.
I should probably get that actually.
Manly from Cripps at a guess, based on fastest lap. I'm going to say Ashton in third. Phil Pott in fourth, outside of the second row. Those are my guesses. Top four for the final. Grid positions: Manly, Cripps, Ashton, Phil Pott, Connell. Maybe Connell. Ooh. So there we are. Just looking across. Mr. Manly on his way back in ahead of the final race of the season. Starting on pole, Lewis.
That's right.
Yeah, Callum alongside you, but on the less favourable outside of the grid.
Indeed.
I'm going to hazard a guess that Mr. Ashton's on the inside of row 2 from Mr. Philpott.
It'll be me, Callum, Lee, Jack, Philpott. So Lee will be on the right hand side.
Oh.
So Lee's third, Jack is fourth. Because Lee's had 2 seconds, Jack's had a second and a third.
Right, and Philpott's had a third and a fourth. Okay, see. For those of you that don't know Lewis, he is he has a breadth and depth to his knowledge of all things SRTCC and any championship that he races in that is enviable, really. If you ask him who got the fastest lap on a given race on a given weekend, I'm sure he could tell you. So, who's got the fastest lap today?
Big on 1 minute 30.92, and I'm just 0.04 behind him. I did a 30.96.
There we are. 1 minute 30.9. Excellent. So there we are. All of the information. I'm kind of jealous of your recall. That's really impressive. You've got everything just at your fingertip.
Yeah, me and Jack's pass on each other was very risky, but
Yeah.
it worked. The Jack thought I was going to cut back, so that's why I thought go around the outside.
Absolutely. Right, I believe you're about to get briefed, so
Exactly.
I'll let you go to that one. And best of luck for the final.
Thanks very much.
I'm gonna get some more pizza soon. Lots of donuts.
I'm going to play a game, and we're going to see if DJ catches on to the song from which these lyrics come. Breathe in, now breathe out.
No idea.
Hands up, now hands down.
Nope.
Back up, back up.
I don't know.
Tell me what you're going to do now.
No, I know what that is, I just can't think of it.
Keep. What's the next line?
Keep.
Rolling. Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, I got it now.
How old are you?
Oh no, I love Limp Bizkit.
Okay. So I'm concerned that I'm showing my
I'm
age.
concentrating on something.
How old are you, DJ?
I'm 22.
22. He's 6 years younger than me. He's a baby.
Baby. Still got baby face.
Yeah.
I want to keep this baby face
I
as
can't
long as
comment.
possible.
So, slightly embarrassingly, my mother always says, "We're really glad that you don't look your age when you're older," and I won't, because I still get ID'd for lottery tickets,
Lottery ticket.
and I was 16 12 years ago. It's
you know what?
almost half my life ago.
I got ID'd once for a 12 game.
I can top
I
that.
can top that. 7.
At 26, I got ID'd for a copy of Bridget Jones's Diary.
Why were you buying that anyway?
My girlfriend's
Yeah, right.
housemates had stolen her copy when she left university, and she really, really loved Bridget Jones's Diary. So I went and got a copy, and
Sounds like the biggest lie I've ever heard in my life.
turns out apparently I don't look 12.
Yeah, I got ID by the Lego Batman. Yes. At 25.
So there we are. Lego Batman apparently requires someone to be ID'd because it contains, I'm sure, some kind of soft violence. No minifigures were harmed in the production of said game, in that it is entirely virtual. And if anyone did harm Lego Batman minifigures, as a person that possesses all bar about 10 sets of every Lego Batman ever released, including the exclusive stuff that comes only in books or occasionally at Comic-Con, I would hurt you. Yeah. Yeah, people can see it.
Are you going to bring me the whole pizza box? Yeah, bring me the whole pizza. Look at this.
Look at that.
Look at this.
Unfortunately,
non-customer service.
the
Look at
reason that pizza is left is because nobody in the history of all that is fair thought that ham and pineapple.
Absolutely
What?
loves pineapple. Eats pineapple.
I love pineapple. It doesn't belong on a pizza.
No, anything. Apparently.
My missus is Italian, and that is blasphemous.
Yeah.
She won't look at me if she sees that I'm eating ham and pineapple pizza.
No, Lee Connell is.
But I do like
will
it.
die. I'll do just.
Thanks.
So there we are. Evil, evil pizza choices being brought to us this evening. It is the final evening, so you know. Alongside the issues with comms and sound and video, we were undoubtedly going to have some sort of sustenance-related challenge. We are, of course, back to the section of the evening where I talk nonsense,
Bad.
whilst
You haven't stopped.
whilst DJ browses the internet for whatever
What
it is he
browsing
looks for.
now?
I've heard Grindr is his dating site of preference. I'm really, really sorry DJ's missus. He's definitely not using dating applications. He's still just typing in really, really boring details and trying ever so hard not to spell anything incorrectly for fear of being chastised by Mr. Philpott.
What was that? I missed that.
Matt,
Pipe down over there, alright?
what went wrong in that beef funnel for you?
I tapped Nathan Burton in first corner in a
One
GB
more
circuit
name.
and felt a bit guilty, so I let that pass.
You felt a bit guilty.
Yeah, I washed out and ran him out off the road, so from my view, so I let him back pass.
That's rather gentlemanly of you.
Yeah, a bit too gentlemanly because then I was absolutely miles from anyone else, so it's been a good day.
No, I'm not really. I don't want people seeing me.
Whereabouts are you positioned in the championship?
I've missed 2 events, so
Okay.
I'm not in there.
It's hard to compete when you're doing a part season.
Ben, it's done.
The deed is done.
Apparently it's almost go time.
Almost.
Almost.
It's almost go time with my iPhone. Sorry.
Do you know, there's only one thing that can make that more ridiculous, and that's if you then took the microphone section of your headset and went, I'm prepared. Don't.
I'm thinking about it. You really want me to do it then?
Do you know what's disappointing? That your keyboard and mouse does not match your headset. The headset is simply race colours. I think you should register a complaint with your boss because he's providing poor equipment.
There is
Off-brand.
There is a lack of RGB lighting here.
It is off-brand. Yeah, there's RGB lighting on this laptop of his that I'm fairly certain he would be devastated if I broke.
If you spilt Pepsi Max over it.
Yeah, and I have eaten 6 slices of pizza above it.
That.
What? They just clean it to bring Eva.
either.
So did you catch the bit earlier where Brad admitted that it was his fault for driving into someone?
Brad admitted he was wrong.
Is that a thing? Is that a thing?
She has just fainted.
What?
Huh?
I have just what?
Fainted.
That never happens. We're definitely getting that.
Don't worry guys, I woke up with the smell of cheese because your lovely commentator doesn't have his shoes on.
Well, yeah.
I've just noticed that. Man, that is just, put some socks on, man. What is wrong with you?
No, but
Just show the camera your lovely shoes.
No,
shoes,
no
just
one
to
wants
prove.
no one wants to see that. Stop
need a
putting
new
your
pair of those.
bare feet on my pit bull. No, that.
I'll mask it with the smell of cheese from your pizza.
Oh, and
I can't. I don't want your feet near my pizza.
I put it over there.
No, not allowed to touch his pizza.
No, because as soon as they're watching the cars, I'm eating that.
That entire pizza.
Probably not the entire pizza. I already had probably
I'm
half.
going to send the picture to your girlfriend saying, oh dear, is not Italian.
Well, no, I'm not.
No, but like, you're not, like, girlfriend's like, doesn't like fancy.
Valentino Rossi would shake his head at you.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I can't eat that anymore then. This is just becoming. We're not talking about racing anymore. Esports. We're not talking about esports anymore. We're talking about blasphemous pizza eating.
And his
I'm
feet.
ready. Sorry, I've got headphones on and I can't hear you. I heard that though. You heard that.
So,
Food and feet.
food and feet.
Food and feet and Valentino Rossi. Let's
And
go.
the final race of season 3 of SRTCC. We have.
Boogity, boogity, boogity.
Where's the
Let's
bicycle grids?
go racing.
No, that's not the grid.
Hold on.
No, basically.
There it is.
There we are. Right. Manley from Cripps, Connell from Ashton, Philpott from Murphin. Gap in the middle of the grid, apparently for no apparent reason. I'm fairly certain that's not accurate.
Yeah, there we go.
Invisible cars.
That's fine. It doesn't have to be hard as long as it's got pizza.
Oh god.
Everyone's staring at me now eating pizza.
Yeah. Some people might find what's happening on camera attractive. Those people, no, there is a camera there staring straight at him eating his pizza. There is
It's
nothing.
not on it.
But it's not on it. We're watching the cars. I took it off.
Well, no, we're not. We're watching a series of fire extinguishers placed tactically along a series of round brick columns. Are they columns? Well, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's a pit lane with nothing happening in it.
Right, let's move
Much
it.
like the commentary.
Let's scour.
Oh, there's a
There's
marshal.
some lorries. There's no
There's a
crowd.
grandstand.
Well,
If
this
you-
is exciting.
If you go a bit further to the right, that's where the toilets are. Keep turning right. Down, ground
There's
level.
no one actually watching it.
No one there. Keep going right. All of these hospitality things. Keep going right. Right. If you get to there, right. If everyone can see that speaker just slightly to the right of the grid, that speaker is directly in front of my office in the real world because I don't live in the Matrix. But my office is in that grandstand. So.
I tell you what, Shamak needs that sign, doesn't he?
Or Bradley Philpott, either one.
Oh, I need to be fair.
Yeah, everyone has their moments.
And that Marshall's seems to be sounding.
All we need is Lee. Muffin!
Yeah, at least it's obvious when he's doing something stupid because the entirety of the Purple Heavens team shout muffin and then he still does something stupid.
It's Muffin.
Here we go.
Right,
Yeah.
who is going to get the whole shot?
I think. Who do we think is going to win the championship?
Yeah, this is the decider.
This is the
Callum.
decider.
I
Here they
think,
are. Look, Callum and Lewis Manley. There
I
they
think
are.
a Purple Helmets car is going to win the race
Ooh.
No.
Going out
because
there.
I think that Callum's going to throw it off the road and
all
Lewis
three
is going to
Purple
come on.
helmets,
Yeah. Right.
Got
Row 1 is Manley and Cripps, 2 is Connell and Ashton, 3 is Philpott and Murphin, 4 Leeson and Glodek, 5 Bennyworth Hatchett, 6 Talbot and Clark.
And we're off.
We are. So, there's 2 titles to be decided. There's the teams and the drivers Philpott's on his way down the inside, so Purple Helmets versus Racetrition.com for the team's title. Philpott and Glowdeck coming together. I think he probably missed the bit where I said don't drive into a purple car. I definitely told Brad not to drive into a purple car.
Well, Manley's out the front, and to be fair,
He just loves
I
that
think he's going to
colour.
stay there.
It's like a red rag to a bull, except it's a purple Seat to a small southerner.
So if Brad stays there, where will it lead? Where will it
I
stay?
believe with the current positions, Purple Helmets would win the team's championship and Manley would win the drivers.
Do you know, I'd really like him to win that.
And last round's team's championship, or rather team's race winning prizes, pictures are just behind us in the Nürburgring, and that was Purple Helmets as well. So there is a chance that they could go home with at least 7 different prizes this evening. That'd be a good evening.
We're on board with Jack Ashton.
We are behind Callum Cripps, who is some distance from Lewis Manley.
Lewis Manley has pulled the gap. This is what we were afraid of, and you know, I think it is down to this one here. If Callum stays behind Manley, Manley has won the championship. Am I right in saying that?
Yes, it is purely whoever finishes first on the road
Between
of
those
these two wins the driver's
So this
title.
is the race.
Yep. But I don't think Callum's going to let him off easily. That
No.
said,
Oh, not if that happens.
almost, Jack, almost.
Been clean so far.
It has. Well, apart from where
Yeah.
Plant Pot was involved. Yes, Mr. Plant Pot. In his shiny new cowboy boots.
Well, Murphy again, surprising, up in 5th place.
He's not slow, is he? If he'd done the whole season, he'd have probably been in with a shout.
He's just got to be a bit more spatial aware.
And more consistency.
Yeah, that's the problem.
They're closing up there, those purple helmet boys are getting pretty close.
Bit more practice and more consistency, he could be up in the top half of the top
Yeah,
runners.
he's a fast guy. But he's now
that's Lee
dangerously
Connor there,
close to the back of Lee and Jack. And the last time those 3 cars occupied a similar space, actually no, it wasn't. It was Shamak that Will took out.
Gap
And
now,
tried to jerk out hit Jack twice.
Right.
the gap now 9/10 between Lewis Manley and Callum Cripps.
Is our defending series champion going to be a double champion?
It looks like it. Second time in a row.
That. He's a really nice guy, Lewis.
He is lovely and I hope he does win it because he tries so hard and it means everything to him.
Well, there you go.
And as we were saying when he was here a moment ago, he has an amazing recall. He knows every detail of every race he's ever competed in. And most of those that he hasn't, but some of his rivals have competed in. It's ridiculous.
He
It's like,
does,
oh yeah,
he does
I'm
know more than me. He should be here instead of me. I actually offered him my venue keys earlier so I could go home, but he sadly refused. So I had to stay.
probably a smart move on his part.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Mostly because otherwise he'd have to be sat up here with me talking utter nonsense. .3 of a second between the two of them last time over the line. So lap 3, coming off the GP loop. Apart from a little bit of a scuffle at the start of the race, this has been pretty tidy.
It has.
And
Fairly quiet. I'm really wanting this to concertina up, but
I mean, as much as Lewis is a nice lad and him driving away would be brilliant, it would be nice if there were some battles in the not too distant.
no, I agree.
I think we might get our wish granted because I'm fairly certain that Jack's going to make a move on Callum in the next few
right
corners.
on the back of it, which will be very bad news for Callum.
Do you know what's amazing as well? That Equipe Grenouille on the back of the TT stands for Team Frog in French, as a result of Arnaud Tinet being a member of that team and successfully turning up for precisely no races.
Oh, it's very close there. There is contact. He's nudging him away.
I think he'll get away with that, Joe.
I think Colin Talbot's had a bit of a mishap back there, but they are very close there. He's looking for a move down the inside of Hawthorne. They are side by side, and he has taken it. So Callum Cripps moving backwards when he wants to be moving forwards, but he is straight back at him now, coming into Westfield Bend and down into Dingledale, and he's straight got the move done. But again, Jack Ashton looks back to the inside, going into Sheen Curve. Can he make the move done? He does as well. So these two battling positions as Lee Connell has gone incredibly wide. Oh, sorry if you did hear any bad language there, because I heard that through my headset. I don't know if you heard it, but definitely sounds like Lee Connell is not happy with Will Murphy in the background there. I'll try to speak up as he shouts, but here we go. So Jack Ashton and Callum Cripps having a very good battle here for second place. Obviously this is not playing into Callum Cripps' hand, because in the meantime Lewis Manley is just running away with it. Callum Cripps breaks early there to get the cut back down paddock into Druids, and he's back in second place. So this is incredibly good racing by these two drivers here as we're coming down into Graham Hill Bend now. So hitting the apex now, and both running slightly wide as we're coming into Surtees here. Really tight corner this one. Most people tend to struggle with it, and Cripps has gone wide, leaving Jack to take the inside there, but then Cripps again gets the cut back. No, he doesn't. He slots in behind, and that's Jack now with the move going down into Hawthorne Hill. Stop tindering and get back on the commentary.
I don't know what you're on about.
Staring at your phone as Callum Cripps again goes down the inside of Hawthorne. Here he goes into Westfield Bend, down the inside. Callum Cripps, excellent move into Dingledale. But again, Jack Ashton staying there, holding the outside. He's not on the optimal line here, going into Sheen Curve. Oh, he gets pushed out wide by Callum. Has he still got the inside? No, he doesn't. So he slots back into behind. Now, as they're on the straight on the way to Luways.
So, lap 5 this one, isn't it?
Thank you for rejoining. Yes,
yeah,
it is.
there we are. I'm back in the room. Looking to my eyes, not around the eyes, not around the eyes, into the eyes, into the eyes. You're under. Jack Ashton is going to try and overtake Callum Cripps by the end of this lap. In doing so, he will effectively ruin Callum Cripps' chances of seeing the Drivers' Championship, and thus handing Lewis Manley the back-to-back titles that he so covets.
I suspect. How much money have you got on Lewis Manley reacting very loudly?
Loudly would be the polite way of describing it.
Loud and proud.
Yeah.
Loud and proud. I like
Similarly
that.
to how we did last November. I think, actually, no, to be fair, it was very polite. It was just, yes, screamed at the top of his lungs.
And maybe a little tear. But
Maybe a little bit.
don't mind
He's
that.
a really nice boy. He's a really nice boy. Come on, Lewis. Probably shouldn't be rooting for someone else when I manage a different drive on the grid.
6 seconds to gap. There he is, just going around Hawthorne's.
He's just driven off, hasn't he?
He has. This is exactly what he
Literally just
wanted.
driven off.
Jack Ashton
Dominant.
hasn't helped this situation for Callum Cripps. As I've got the hiccup, so excuse me.
And Callum Cripps is not significantly slower than Lewis Manley.
What are the
He's
times
just
looking
battling.
like? So the last lap from Lewis Manley was a 1:30.9. Callum Cripps was a 1:31.0. So you're at a 1/10. No. Yeah.
Less than a tenth. When you go down to the thousandths,
yeah.
He is, like...
Callum Cripps is faster in the second sector and the last sector, but slightly slower in the first. So, you know, Callum Cripps now is pulling away from Jack Ashton. If I click on the right keyboard, there it is.
2.9 seconds the gap though, and he's only got 3 laps to close it down. So
that is a tall order, especially when Lewis Manley is on the ball. But it has been known that Lewis Manley does make mistakes, and
he does.
I have seen it happen before, where he's. In fact, did he run white there?
There was definitely a puff of dust, and there as well.
I think they all.
I think they're just running very, very tight across the grass.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a 3 second gap, does it?
It doesn't. Still holding at 2.9 at the moment. Let's see what it goes down to when we hit the second sector part, which is just down Hawthorne's Hill. So here we go. As they come down 3.1, so that gap has gone up.
That's
the last laps there. Callum was actually faster than Lewis, with a 1:30.8 against Lewis's 1:30.9.
But it's precisely, 7 thousandths of a second, exactly 7 hundredths of a second faster.
Well, here is Mr. Manley.
Which isn't going to do anything for a 3.1 second gap. So Lewis really is relying Callum's really relying on Lewis chucking it off the road, and I don't think he's going to.
I think. I'll get my yawn out of the way.
3 seconds now, the gap.
Yeah, so again, slightly increasing last lap there. By themselves, again, roughly the same. So let's have a look at lap time, shall we? Where's my button?
For those of you that are visually impaired but listening in, Lewis Manley leads from Callum Cripps, Jack Ashton and Lee Connell 3rd and 4th, Will Murphin from Philpott 5th and 6th, Bennyworth 7th, Glodek 8th, Hatchett 9th, Talbot 10th, Leeson 11th and Clark 12th. We have the invisible man in P13 who's yet to set a lap time. Mostly because the people that are doing the lap time, we can't see it.
2.8 seconds for that gap down to now. Cripps is closing
slowly.
2.9 seconds, so it's
not enough.
Closing and unclosing. It's just not. I don't think he's going to get it, and I think Lewis Manley's got this. Much more of a relaxed finish to the season than last year.
Yeah.
Where last year it was incredibly tight, and it was down to the wire. Again, this one is down to the wire, except it's a bit more of a relaxed wire. A wire with a harness. Again, sorry if you heard Lee Connell in the background there, because I did. Lee Connell, a very vocal. There's a good word. Thank you for that one. Yeah, vocal.
Where's
driver.
his heart on his sleeve?
Where's his what, sorry?
Where's his heart on his sleeve?
Yes. So, Callum Cripps there, Jack Ashton going very fast there with lots of understeer. Did he make the corner? No, he didn't. He went wide, but again, he going down. The gap down to 2.6 seconds, so it's quite a big gap there. But we are on lap 8 of 9. Sorry, we're on lap 9 of 10. I don't know why it says 8 on the screen there.
Because 8 are completed.
Ah, there is a lap
completed
on lap 9. That makes sense. I get it now.
It's only taken you 5 race meetings.
Yeah,
and all of the other days that you've ever worked here. When did you start working for Ben?
I don't know, it's over a year ago now.
Over a year ago.
I've been here, yeah. I don't know.
365 days of obliviousness.
It's just taking its toll on working here, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean it does. Ben has been known to be quite a hard taskmaster.
I didn't go to university, you know.
You didn't?
No, I didn't. Usually people go with that with saying they did, but not me. No, I didn't.
You came to work at the UK's most highly rated sim centre instead.
Indeed.
How many awards this year?
2.
How many are you up for? How many more?
I don't know.
Fairly certain there's another 1 at least.
Is there? I didn't know that. You know more than me.
That's mostly because Ben keeps posting about
Yeah,
it.
but Ben doesn't like to tell me things.
So you're basically telling us that you stalked Ben?
No, it's just that Ben's Facebook seems to be nothing but I work at Simply Race or vote for Simply Race.
Who doesn't stalk Ben, you know?
Me.
The first sign of something denial.
Jack really hot through the first one there. Last lap
2.3
of
seconds
season
back
3. That gap is coming down, but not enough. Lewis on his way down now through Graham Hill Bend.
I suspect if I
Onto the Cooper
was
Straight.
Lewis, I would be. No, I'd be flicking my fingers or something on the steering wheel. I wouldn't be able to keep my head.
That's when you make mistakes, when you take your eye off for the prize. Just relax a bit and you think, I've got this.
That looks like Callum's getting a bit of grief off Jack Ashton, which he definitely doesn't want.
No, Philpott's past Murphin, no. And he's nowhere near Lee Connell.
2 seconds now, that gap. Lewis Manley is dropping off. I think he's realising that he's got it and he's just slowing that gap. But has he dropped it too much? There he is off in the distance there. They are closing in quite quick now. There they are. I just don't think I've got it.
So if
2 more corners to negotiate
if
for Lewis
Philpott
Manley.
beats Connell, then I think, and it's not going to happen because he's 0.9 seconds back,
Not going to happen.
then they get the team's championship.
Here we go then. Final corner. for Lewis Manley. Season 3, final round. He's already on his feet. There we go.
Back-to-back championships.
Back-to-back
Well done, mate.
second championship win for Lewis Manley. As he flashes the light, very well done, Lewis Manley. Callum Cripps coming home in second place with Jack Ashton third. I say that was an interesting race. You can hear Lewis in the background there as Will Murphy and Bradley Philpott cross the line. Benny Pennyworth there. Benny Pennyworth? I said his name wrong. Ben Pennyworth, there we go. Shamak Glodek there in 8th. Jonathan Atchett going in 9th. Richard Leeson in 10th. Colin Talbot in 11th. With Jordan Clark coming back in 12th place. Again with a flash of the headlights across the line. Very good to see. So very well done.
Yeah, Lewis Manley, champion season 2 and season 3.
Very, very well done. What we'll do is we will stick around for the podium presentation. It will take place there. I'll point this camera at it because we're having some other camera difficulties, so you will get to see the podium presentation. We'll leave the mics on so you can hear what people are saying. Hopefully they keep it civil, but yes, we shall be doing the podium anytime now. Stick around.
Put some shoes on.
Yeah, good place too. What on this?
Back-to-back championship.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well done. Well, we're going to do the presentation now.
Can't believe it.
It's all going to be good. No, excellent stuff. Very well done.
The car was perfect all the race long.
Good, good. I mean, we were watching it there, and the gap was closing. Were you taking a breather lap on that last lap? Were you just?
Yeah, last 2 or 3 laps, I just wanted to be
You were
circumspect.
slowing it down, and that's good.
In case if the tyres went on.
Yeah. It's this one that you're going to need, but yeah.
There's no need to push. Fast lap don't matter. It's all about winning.
No, I've got to abandon this computer.
Right, this is the championship.
But I think
I can't find the one here, dude. Sure, it's this computer.
it might not be that computer then.
What, today? Maybe today. No, we were 5 points in front going into the last race, and we finished equal because Callum was in front of them, I was behind him. So I think we finished 5 points in front of the championship. But I just need to find which computer should I check on. I normally sit around there to do it. So
Okay, it might be on this one then. So check this one.
just that.
I've got a fast lap with you.
How do I bring it down?
I'll put your face right on the screen. That's your face right on the screen.
That's not right. That's not the right one.
Actually, there you go. Yeah, no, the camera's put the phone. You can put it right there. So camera's on that phone.
Right, so Ben, do you have the points? Start with Callum.
Yeah, I'll start with it.
Oh, it won't let us use it itself because you've not paid for it. Ben.
Colin, your head is right in front of the camera. You're still right in front of it. No. Sit on this one. Or sit on that one over there. There we go.
I just tried to edit and it said most of the features are the same. I want to go and use your steps.
Yeah, we're going to do a little test there. After that saying.
I just didn't get as good a start as Murphy. He came past me at the start. I sat behind him most of the race and I got past him like seconds last lap and then I was just... I have got... It was like a similar pace to the two global helmets and Murphy. 30.8.
Otherwise,
I had fast lap of the race for a while and then I was
Where is this located?
I
had a really good race. Really good race.
I just typed it down. I just typed it down this morning.
Really good race. I mean, it wasn't spectacular, I can't believe it, but guys like that were more had taken around the GP card than I thought kind of each lap, one of us at the front, and then the other one again. GP card.
Okay, drivers, whilst they do all the championship stuff,
71.
I want to thank you all for a nice, cleanish evening.
Mike Scott,
Pretty cleanest.
prize 0.
So, thank you very much.
Andy Furr's not here.
Guys, in a sec, I will,
Will Murphy.
sorry, I'm going to do
65.
Colin Talbot.
well, I do clearly say like, yeah,
51.
air on your bits, maybe.
Airing out the pits.
Yeah, lovely. Cool, so, yeah, thank you very much for tonight. Actually, I don't think it really has to make it. There's a dodgy track in it.
Michael Baldwin.
USF 2000, my US Sprint Cup. The test event is next Sunday at 6. If you're interested, it's £20. It's usually £30 for the race, match race. Again, there's discount for doing the whole 6. There's 3 races this time. There are benefits in the whole 6 as well. You get your own livery and all that kind of stuff. If you want more details, let me know. But if you're not convinced by the cars yet, I'm happy to do a quick test, like 15 minutes for a 5 or something now. So if you want to do that, I suggest you say I'm literally the best cars ever to have any first races on. So just let me know after this. Right, anyway, on to the racing today. We're going to do the actual race results first. So do give a big round of applause for everyone as they come up. Obviously something to get up here once. In third place today, give a round of applause to Jack Ashton. Second place,
You can't see him like.
it was actually almost a perfect weekend. 2 races, 2 race wins, just so big round of applause to Callum Cripps. And the winner of round number 5, season 3, is Lewis Manley. Oh yeah, this one's 66.
And then purple helmets, yeah, we're just doing the top 4 guys. So purple helmets, that would have been 70 and 70, so they got 1 for.
The smart was Colin
So they
for me.
Cheese. Oh, we're coming up then.
Perfect. Excellent.
So K9, who were the highest
So the winners of the
today?
team
It was
championship challenge.
No, just today.
For today. Today.
what did okay, so
how
what got 61, Jordan Clark got 55.
Yeah, one says two.
So 55 and 61.
Turns out you can come first twice. Turns out you can come first twice.
55 and 61.
Cheese.
That's right, 116. So that's what they got. That's all we need from them. We can do the rest in a minute.
You can negotiate as well if you want.
Yeah, they overtake MJS. So for the moment, I'll just.
I didn't know your hands were that big.
Added everything into that yet. We'll do that. You've got the actual We are nearly. I'm just about to sort this.
Yeah, driver
Yeah, I'm just going to sort this by correlation and we've got everything. Overall. Give me some
So it makes sense. Oh, no, it's not. No, it doesn't make sense. You're right.
There you go, that's championship done.
Okay, right, championship.
The teams were.
Don't worry, Callum, you don't have to duck for the
There's no
camera, I'm not
point.
going to see you anyway.
Championship results.
point,
In third place, taking home heavy base. Or stone. Give a big round of applause to Lee Connell, please. Anyway, in second place, 1 point after 5 rounds by so cute, isn't it? Big round of applause to Gallon Craig. Cool, and lastly, we give a big round of applause to our drivers' champion, Ferrari Honda Academy driver, Lewis Manley.
Callum, a little closer. You can do it.
Cool. Last couple of things. Lewis, you will also receive a A3 print of your car, which is going to be designed by Luke. So you'll get a nice A3 print of the sort of livery car for him. That's wonderful. And the winners of the team championship will also receive one of their car as well. And that is. I just don't know. It's nice to see. We're now ready to now. So
Hang on. Is that the team championship? Yeah, it's how much per second? They were 6, 7, 8. They won today.
They won today's championship thing, but the team
you won today, didn't you?
How many overall? I'm going to annoy you.
I love it.
But true. What's the point system?
championship.
I know, you've said it about 3 times.
Well, you didn't get me to that.
Sorry, so Race Nutrition won the team's championship. If you want to see all the race, all the championship standings for the teams and all the personal ones, come and see the screen over here with these guys. If you're invited to come to the USF 2000 test, I'll be behind race control, so come and talk to me. If you haven't paid for tonight, then you also need to come see me, regardless of whether you're doing the 2000 test. You stop the screen,
So, I've got 52 questions to get a picture.